All right. Welcome, everyone, to another episode of Marketing Monday, where in each episode I help creatives turn their passion into profit. Now, this week is going to be awesome. As many of you may know, we're going to be talking about Instagram insights, okay? And what I'm going to do specifically for all of you is to help you understand what do those crazy analytical numbers mean and how understanding those analytical numbers can help you to be more effective with your social media marketing. With that said, let's get it started.
Hi, Robert Silver here, and I have a question. Have you been struggling with attracting clients? What about ways to scale and grow your business? Or have you been conflicted with how to use the latest social media apps and trends to grow your audience and influence? Marketing Monday is about helping photographers and any other business really to increase their digital presence with little to no cost by leveraging social media and other creative tools available on the market, as well as keeping you updated on all the latest digital marketing trends happening today. Tune in with me every Monday at 8 p.m. Pacific Standard Time on my YouTube channel for strategies, techniques, tips, and advice on how to help build your brand online.
That's right, folks. Welcome back. Thank you all for tuning in. Okay. I really appreciate it. Already got a couple people in here. Really appreciate it. Please smash that subscribe button or a bell icon for that, notifications. Okay. Let me know. Post down below. Let me know where you're checking in from, city, state, country, etc. And what creative endeavor do you do? Are you a photographer? Are you a model? Are you a designer, etc.? Let me know. I'm curious. Post that down below so I know who I'm talking to. You know what kind of folks. All right, I want to help you out. Um, with that said, let's get right into it. Okay. All right. Of course, you can like, subscribe. I'm on all the social medias. You know how I do. Okay. I am on Facebook, Robert Silver Photography. Check out my business page, which just suspended me, folks. Can you believe that? Suspended me because I posted one of my photos that everyone loved, but it's implied nude photo, creative lighting, nothing raunchy at all. But I guess the algorithm didn't like it and they suspended me from my account. I'm not sure for how long, maybe a couple of days, because I have never had this happen before. But either way, go ahead and like my page, Robert Silver Photography, on Facebook. Go check me out, of course, on Instagram, Robert Silver Photography, TikTok, Robert Silver Photography, and of course, Twitter. Guess what? Robert Silver Photog. Yeah, I'm on Twitter too. I actually do post there, but I'm very active on the on Facebook, Instagram, TikTok. Okay. Um, with all that said, if you do have any questions for yourself or your creative endeavors, you want to figure out how to level up your photography business or whatever creative endeavor you're in, because sometimes being an artist, it's hard to connect the business uh, aspects to it if you're trying to eat off of it. With that said, I'm available for one-on-one consulting for online marketing, social media strategy building, and content development. So just let me know. You can feel free to email me. My email is in the description section down below. All right. Now last but not least, I want to let you know that I have a couple of portrait photography workshops coming up in December. Okay. My studio lighting for portraits, I've only got 2 spaces left. Okay. And currently I'm running a Black Friday sale. So it's 10% off the tickets. I only got two. And it's in Berkeley, California. So you got to figure out how to get there and all that good stuff. But it's a 4 hour studio lighting portrait workshops, basically a half day. It's going to be going down. It'll be me and a few other people. And I have a gorgeous model that I will be posting tomorrow. Who that model is going to be. She's amazing. A beautiful professional agency signed model. You will not regret working with her. And she'll be with us the whole time. It's going to be awesome. It's going to be great. I can't wait. And then I have a editing your portraits with Adobe Lightroom. I'm going to be going through step by step how I process my photos using Adobe Lightroom Classic CC. That's an online workshop. Okay. the Black Friday sale on that as well. Okay, get 10% off, so it'd be $10 for that. Get off that one, and I think it's like this one is like $40 off on this one on the studio lighting. Okay, all you gotta do, folks. All right, very easy. It really is. All you gotta do is head to my website here, Robert Silver Photography, and you can either scroll down, check them out, and you can see it's clickable. You can click on either one, or you click right up here at workshops. It'll take you to another website, as you can see. And once you get here, okay, you can check out the details of the workshops. Okay, here we go. Let's scroll down. There we go. Here's the two workshops. You can check it out, see what you like about it, and hopefully sign up. Again, I only have two left. This one I only had space for five. I got three sold already. There's only space for two left. In person, 4 hour studio lighting for portraits workshop. We're going to be going over numerous techniques for one light lit portraits, and then we're going to build from there to two to three, etc., and showing you some creative ways to get dope lighting on a budget. Okay, so that's what that is. That's enough of my commercial portion of this episode. All right. So as I said, we're going to be talking about Instagram analytics. Okay. I think I have a poll. Yes, I do. I have a poll in my YouTube asking, do you use Instagram to market and promote your photography? Feel free, cast a vote, post your vote. I would love to know whether you use Instagram Insights for that. I do regularly every day, not only for myself, I actually use it for my clients. And without understanding in the ability to interpret Google Analytics, your Facebook metrics, and your Instagram, and as well as like TikTok and everywhere else, you're really doing yourself a disservice unless you're the minority, the half of the half of the half, 1% that that goes viral and you have an amazing page and people just love what you're doing and yada yada yada. But for the rest of us schmoes, us working stiffs, we gotta understand what those numbers are telling us, and therefore we could course correct or keep doing what we do that we're doing good at, right? But you won't know for sure without understanding your analytics. And in Instagram, it's called Instagram Insights. Okay, let me take off this here. I'm gonna do a different presentation. There we go. And cool. All right, there we go. Cool. Okay, so now let's start. Let's go to the beginning of this madness. Boom. What is Instagram Insights? Right. That's the analytical data of the performances, the analytical data of how truly your content is performing on Instagram's platform. Facebook has one. Of course, we all know, like we probably, well, most of us heard of Google Analytics. Um, and it's ultimately, how's it moving? Is it being reached to the right audience? Which audience is it? When are they tuning in? Not only is it reaching them, are they engaging with your content? Do they and on top of that, what kind of content are they engaging most with? All this is going to help you define two things. First, opportunities. I'm not going to say failures, I'm going to call them opportunities. Opportunities are where you can improve on, right? I'm not going to be negative. We could be negative all day. There's too much negative stuff. So when we're trying to improve our creative endeavor, let's not shit on ourselves here. It's called opportunities, okay? Cuz opportunities just means you can change, you can course correct, you can change what you've been doing and improve on it. So the opportunity becomes a positivity, comes hopefully brings you positive results. And the other thing is your success, like what things are working for you, right? And your once you switch from your personal or private page or like a personal page and turn it to a business or professional profile, then it opens up the door to understanding how your content is performing across the platform. If you are trying to um, monetize your endeavor, not just on Instagram, just in general, then it's imperative to have a professional, what is it, access to the professional dashboard. That's what they call it, and which gives you more insight to the performance of your account. Not only like also like if you get strikes and stuff like that, it helps you with that too. But most importantly, it helps with the understanding the performance of your content. Okay. Um, that's why I now since understanding insights, well, shoot, God damn, 6 years, something like that, 5 years, I've known when to effectively post. Right, like on my for me, it's around 9 to, I would say, anywhere between 8:30 9 p.m. And then if I want to do a second post, it's going to be around, let's say, 2:30 to 3:30, something like that. I notice works for me most of the time. Also, whether still photos are best for me to post or are reels best for me to post. It may be different for you, right? Because depending on the region you're at and the kind of content you create and the audience you have, it could be completely different. But either way, understanding these numbers is going to help you dramatically. And that's what we're going to get into. All right. Now, because of all this amazing technology, we're going to look at my Instagram. How about them apples, folks? We're going to look at my Instagram. Let's get right to it. Uh, uh. You see? There we go. There's my page. Okay. If I'm not at 12,000 followers, it's because you didn't follow me. So make sure you go ahead and follow me. Okay. I got the HBO special to help a brother out. Okay. Help me reach the 10K. That's all I want. I just want 10K. That would I'd be really happy if I get that 10K. But anyway, we're not here for that. So let me grab my phone here and we're going to go through. Can this get bigger? No, I guess it doesn't really matter, really. Okay. Again, if you have any questions, comments, concerns about the things we're going to go over, post them down below. Um, okay. Let's start from the top, the tippity tippity. So you can see here I have insights. I don't know if you can see my cursor. God, that'd be nice. You probably no, you can't. Anyway, there's Google. You see insights because it's a professional page. You go ahead, click that. All right, and now I can look at my last 7 days of performance. Okay, that's gonna really, you know, on a weekly basis, especially like when it comes to Sunday, I tend to think about what am I gonna post throughout the week. This is when I start thinking of my content calendar and scheduling things out or preparing certain posts or spending some time on an app like I use CapCut to start creating posts and then put them in draft so that if I'm at the gym or anything, I still have content, they're ready to go, upload, boom, I'm ready to go. Now, this is going to help me to see what during the last previous 7 days, how well did my content perform, okay, or yours. So as you can see here, between the 14th and the 20th. So that's pretty recent since today's the 21st. I've reached 22.9% more accounts compared to the week previous. Okay. So that means whatever I did must have been good because clearly I've reached more people. So I'm creating content that's getting out there. That's why I did episodes like understanding hashtags, how to use them. So if you haven't, make sure you go to my playlist, the Marketing Monday playlist, watch that episode because hashtags do matter. Anyway, um, so cool. So here's a quick overview. Um, I reached 3,900 people. That's an increase of 22.9%. Don't worry about comparing yours with anybody else's numbers. It's irrelevant because your page is your page. You just look at the win. Boom, 22%. Would I like it to say 39,000? You're damn right. It doesn't. So I'm not going to cry about it. Move on. Accounts engaged. Okay? So not only did I reach people, people engage with my content. Engage can be a save, a share, a comment, okay, a like. Anyway, did they do something when they saw it? Did they react to that piece of content? In this case, 287 people did, or 87 accounts throughout the week, a 30%, 30.4% increase. solid thumbs up. I'm happy. Why? It's green. It's a win. Okay? Celebrate the small successes, folks. Small, small, small equals a huge win in the long run. Believe that. Total followers 1731. Oh, that's what's up. Earlier today. Wow, before I went live, it was 7229. So big shout out to whoever to follow me. Very much appreciated. Thank you very much. Getting close to that 10K. Mm. Anyway, so that was only a 0.1%. Ironically, that's about average, which is not what I like, but it is what it is. I'm not going to cry about it. Moving forward. So as you can see, here's the most content that I shared. This is all today from when I went live. Here's a story. Here's a reel. Um, Another story. See the little story icon. And you can see how many posts I actually did or you did. Okay. I did 4 posts. That means still photos. That's what they call it now. Stories, like that also includes carousel. So if you did a carousel of 10 photos, that's one post right there. That's a post. If you did one picture, it's a post. That's it. Okay. Anyway, so I did 4 of those, 24 stories. Cool. I was smashing it with the stories. That's what I always try to do because I like to keep my current followers updated on the creative madness I'm up to. And then reels, I did 4 reels. So I think right there, that's telling me, you know what? If there's 7 days in a week and 4 reels, maybe I need to do at least 7 reels. That should be my goal. See, that's an automatic win for insights because the numbers don't lie. I'll give you my Cleo voice. I'm not sure if you guys know the fortune teller back in the day, in the early 90s, Miss Cleo, but about to give you my horrible Jamaican accent. The numbers don't lie now. You listen to the numbers, they don't lie. So right here, reels. If it says 4 and there's 7 days in a week, I already know I need to up my game. Next week, I'm going to go for 7. Boom. There you go. Videos, 1. Okay. That video could be, let's say if you automatically upload a video that's 4 minutes long, 5 minutes long, or whatever, longer than the average reel, and you don't upload it as a reel, you put it as a post, it will be converted to a reel, but it's still counted as a video. Okay. Boom. Little knowledge for you right there. Live videos. So you can see right here, obviously that was probably from last week. Okay. So I went live sometime. All right. And an active ad. I do have one ad running for my workshop. So there you go. Okay. So that's that. Now, this is an overview. So it's really broken down into 3 things. As you can see, accounts reached, accounts engaged, and total followers. This is the money right here. Okay. Money. So if you're looking for sponsors or sponsors are thinking about working with you, et cetera, this is like gold in terms of like how valuable your profile is and when you're trying to leverage your profile for income. Okay, when it comes to sponsorships and stuff like that. So this is why it's understanding these numbers helps you to understand your worth. And that was the previous episode of Marketing Monday. So feel free to go check out that episode. Okay. Anyway, so first thing we're going to go over is accounts reached. Okay. Boom. Again, this is mine. I'm not showing somebody else. I'm literally showing you mine. So whatever warts I have, you're literally going to see it, no makeup. You know what I'm saying? Here we go. Fresh face, no makeup. That's what the ladies are saying. All right. Anyway, November 14th to the 20th, right? Overall 22.9% increase. You can see right here. Now here's the beautiful part about insights. It breaks down to the molecule about your performance on Instagram. That's why reading this stuff at least once a week, if not twice, but for sure once a week helps you to better gauge what's working and what to stop doing. Okay? All right. So look, 5% of my top 4 cities here is Oakland. Okay, since I live here, that makes sense. 4.6%. San Francisco, that's awesome. LA, great, because that's a market that's relevant to me because I could drive down there, do a workshop. It's only a drive away. And then San Jose, 2.1%. Okay, so that's cool. And then your top countries, United States, that's cool. And then India, that's interesting. Okay, didn't know that. Shout out to India. Uh the UK, shout out to UK. I would love to come through to UK and do a workshop. That would be phenomenal. And Brazil, which has been growing. Okay, so shout out to my Brazilians out there. Might have to come down and come hang out with you. And was it Sao Paulo, something like that? I'm sure I said the city wrong, but anyway, Rio de Janeiro. That'd be nice. Do a workshop and hang out and get to know some people. So that's 1.7%. Okay, so now you can start seeing what your audience is really looking like and who you're making content for. Again, top age ranges. This is pretty much the same across all my platforms right here, but 25 to 34 make up the majority, right? Gender, 61.4% men and 38.5% of women. That's actually I have a lot of model friends, designers, makeup artists, etc., and female photographers as well. So that's awesome. I like to make sure that my content is relevant and useful, hopefully for my female followers. So that's shout out to them for supporting the brother. You know what I mean? Um, Followers and non-followers. So you can see when it said reach 22.9%, most of it is reaching people. Look at that. It says you reach 20%, 20.7% more accounts that weren't following you compared to the week before. So already off the top, look at this. Out of all those people, the followers that checked out my account, 3,100 is non-followers and 800 are actual followers. Now, how am I reaching those non-followers? How can you be reaching your non-followers? It's gonna be certain content, especially like reels, because Instagram, the analytic, the excuse me, woosah, the algorithm really goes for pushing short video content, right? Short form video content like reels. So reels is gonna help you to get more reach and reaching an audience that's not currently following you, helping you better expose your brand and hashtags, as well as the other practices too. You know, the time of the post, relevant posts, stuff like that, frequency of posts, stuff like that. Anyway, but that says a lot right there. So if you think your followers are seeing most of your stuff, no. Okay. A good example of that actually is like when you go viral. Let's say if something goes viral, goes and hits 8K, 12K, 40K, 50K, whatever it is for you. Majority of that is people who are not following you. Okay, so that's why it's really sometimes it's good to be how can I say inclusive to those who are not following. Like make content that's welcoming to other people besides those that immediate audience that you're serving. All right. So before we go there, let me just tap on that. So you can see here accounts reached, the number of unique accounts that have seen your content at least once. Okay? That means who've seen your content, not reacted to it or did anything. They just saw it. That counts as a reach or impression, right? Now, let's move down. Now it's like here's the account reached. Let's read that. These insights help you to understand which types of content are reaching your audience and which specific content is being seen most. Again, seen. It's reaching them and they saw it. Okay? We're not up and impressions are number of times posts, shares, etc. were seen on the screen. So it's how many people reached and how many times did your post get seen. Okay? Let's get out of that. So my post, my reach, my post. Remember what I said? Post could be still image. It could be a carousel of images. It could be a carousel of images and video. All right. So you can see right there, it's 2,700 times. In my reels, 2,400 times. Now in my post, you can see it's mostly non-followers, but followers see a lot of my posts, my photos, my still images, carousel posts. Now, reels, as I said earlier, are going to get you that non follower reach. You can see here it's probably, I'm gonna say, 80% non-followers and 10%, 15, 20% of current followers see my reels. Okay, so that's a big indicator. That lets me know if I want to reach more people that are not immediately following me and increase my audience, or my chance to increase my audience. Reels are going to be the way to do it. I don't need a blog to tell me. I could clearly understand if I'm looking at the numbers. Uh, um, if you're looking at your numbers, it's going to tell you right there what works and what isn't working. Posts do fine, but reels get me another 25, 30% more reach to those who are not following me. Okay? So that's important to take notice. Stories, you could clearly see, as it says 131 accounts reached. It's mostly all light blue. That means, what are stories for? Updating, staying connected with your followers. You're not really going to gain, you're not really going to reach new non-followers. It's really your stories are for you to update, entertain, stay connected with your current followers. Okay, so you use reels. See, here's a strategy right here. I'm about to drop you some game. You use reels to gain a broader audience, hopefully new followers, and then you use stories to stay updated with those who decided to follow you. You see how that works? It's kind of like they all work together. Okay. But I'm posting content, the content I'm posting on stories completely different, and the strategy of what I'm posting on there completely different than what I'm posting on my reels or for my reels. Hopefully you're getting that. Post a comment down below. All right. Let me know what you think of what I'm sharing with you as I'm breaking down Instagram insights here for you, giving you the blow by blow. All right. There's a lot of juice I'm giving you guys. Let me tell you, this is really going to help you out. All right. Top post based on reach. So these are the top four during the previous week, November 14th to the 20th. So as you can see, um, right here, the post I made 2 days ago reached 1,100 people. Okay, and then the post that second populist reached 822 accounts. Now, I could tell you right now why those two posts still post. They were carousels of still images. Why those two were popular. I used an effective tool, which I mentioned in one of my earlier episodes of Marketing Monday, called Collaborator, which, if you tag someone as a collaborator, and they accept it, it shows up on their timeline, and as if they posted it. Okay, both your names will be in on the top portion of it, but according to their audience, they see the post as if that person posted it, and then my audience sees it as if I posted it, and therefore that one piece of content or that one post gets shared to two accounts, okay, worth of audience. Very effective, absolutely free way to win at collaborating with other creatives and maximizing your potential reach out there in social Instagram, okay? And if you're not using Collaborator, I'm telling you, you're underneath a rock. You need to get yourself up out of there. Okay? It's ridiculous. Instagram Collaborator is such a great tool. And guess who does it? Only Instagram. Okay? I don't even think Facebook has that. You could tag people, right? But I think they might be able to add it to their timeline. But for sure, this is a unique feature no one has, and it's so powerful. It's so good. That means if your model, who has a gazillion followers, collaborates with you, right? You potentially may gain some of her followers because they see the team. It says both of your accounts up top instead of just hers. Okay. And they may enjoy the work you did together, and they may come check you out, or vice versa. You could be helping her out. It's such a good way, and it helps your analytics. All right. It's a win-win-win for everybody, and it costs nothing. So you, next time you tag someone on the right hand side, it says collaborator. You press that, and you're off to the races. Okay. and then they just have to accept, and then that's it. All right, so there's that. I have this post here about the live, and then another photo. Okay, you could press here to check out more. Obviously, let me see if it lets me. All right, it's not letting me. Probably, huh? I wonder why it's not. Anyway, so those are that. Now, top stories based on reach. Okay, cool, cool. So here's an area opportunity I would like, which is so first opportunity when it comes to post, do more collaborations, right? Collaborate with more people is going to help me get better reach. So that's important. That means who I work with matters. Okay, I'm not working with people that's going to help me get my account out there more. Is going to be worthwhile for me to want to do a TFP or a trade shoot with a potential talent. Okay, now top story, cool area opportunity for this. I want to reach 100 accounts on average. Okay, because you can see here, um, 68, 52, 48. So we could just say, roughly around 45 to 50 accounts reached on my stories. I would definitely like to double that. So that's what I'm going to work on. Top reels. You can see right here, based on my reels, what's performing. Okay. Ironically, I can tell you right now, the top two are the ones that I collaborated with. And that's why they did a little bit better and got out there a little bit more. Okay, so but remember, I only did four, and my next goal, what did I say, is now going to be seven. So watch out to my followers. Y'all going to see a lot more reels. Okay, and then down here lets me know my top video and my top live video because live videos turn into regular video posts once you post it. Okay, and there you go. You can see here. There's the impressions. So my impressions actually went down a little bit for almost 5% compared to the week prior. And look at this. Now, this is money. Profile activity. Okay, this is money, people. This is money. Now, what I mean by that is with profile visits. Okay, first let me tap on this. Okay, these insights measure the number of actions people take when they engage with your actual profile. And now, if you're creative and you're selling clothes, you're selling your photography, you're selling whatever, and you got your link right there, then this portion means a lot. Okay. What did they do when they went to your profile? Okay, let's take a look. 247 accounts came to my profile, or 239 of them were visits. Awesome. That's a serious win. Okay. Up almost 19%. Yes, I love it. Because either they're trying to follow or they're clicking on something, or at least just checking me out, which I appreciate. Thank you very much. And then look at that, 8 website taps. Yes, thank you, whoever did that. Thank you all. Okay, that's amazing. Up 100%. Solid win. Okay, so that's the portion of accounts reached. Okay, now let's go over accounts engaged. Okay, here we go. Woo. Okay. Um let me take that little message out of there. Okay, cool. All right. Now let's talk about who actually engaged with my stuff. Okay. Here's the audience, top cities. Oh wait, did we do that? Oh yeah, okay. Okay, so we did that. I think we did this portion in terms of non followers. Oh, okay. Top cities engaged. Let's see. Number of accounts that have interacted with your content. Okay, so now not just reached or how many times they saw my post. Okay, now they actually decided to do something. Okay, again, a like, a share, a save, a repost, a remix, all that stuff. So the top cities for the most engaged: Oakland, no surprise. That was the most reached. San Francisco, even though they weren't the top reached city, they engaged the most, 7.6%. Antioch, which is a city in the Northern Bay Area, 3.3%. Interesting. And San Jose. Okay. Here are the top countries that love engaging with my stuff: United States, America. And then India, 5.6%, which is consistent. They were number two earlier. United Kingdom, 1.6%. That's awesome. They were number three earlier. And Brazil at 1.3. They were number four earlier. Age range, still the same. Okay. We're at a 25 to 34 age range, engaged with my stuff the most. Okay. And then here we are, with gender, roughly about the same with engagement, which is interesting. The reach was about the same and the engagement's about the same. Now here's the difference. Here's something I see different already. Okay. That is followers and non-followers based on accounts engaged. Now it looks like my followers actually engaged the most. While previously with the reach, it was non-followers. So that's why reaching that new audience, hopefully getting them to follow, because if they're following, they're more likely to engage with your content. That's what this is telling me. That's what this content is telling me. I mean, this content, this this the insights are telling me right here. So it's almost 50-50, but really followers tip it out. So it's probably more like a 55% followers versus non followers that actually engage with my content. Now, over the past week, week over week, I'm up 27.8% more accounts that weren't following me compared to the week prior. So that's actually pretty good. That's a solid, like, almost 30%. Man, that's pretty good. Now, content interactions. Let's talk about it. The total number of post interactions, story interactions, real interactions, video interactions, live video interactions, including any interactions on boosted content. So that it also includes your promo, your promotion things that you paid for if you boosted your content. All right. So for me, content interactions up 25.8% week over week. Story interactions down 30%. See, that's why when I said earlier, like, with the reach, if I need to get my reach up, if I can somehow get my reach up, then that will undoubtedly increase the interactions. I'm hoping. That's what I assume. Okay, so it's down 30%. So that's an opportunity right there. I need to work on that. I need to work on creating content or sharing story content that gets them to react and respond. Maybe ask more questions, use the sticker tools, stuff like that. I need to figure that out. I have 7 replies. Okay, and here are my top stories based on engagement. All right, this is all based off an engagement. Um, Top stories. So we have this. This one was yesterday. Yeah, that's yesterday. 2 days ago. 2 days ago, and a couple of days ago when I posted this picture, which got me suspended on Facebook. Okay, so what do I have? What's the biggest thing? I think I need to post more, but I need to do more engaging. So I'm thinking I need to put my face on some of these stories. Some of the text or just reshare of a post is cool, but I think I need to show my face more in the stories, not just for live shows, and more on my post itself too, like in my reels. I think that can help me out. I'm gonna try that out. We'll see. So stay tuned. I'll let you know how it works. All right. Post interactions. Okay, up 29.5%. Likes 288. Awesome. Comments 57. Dope. And saves. Oh, cool. Thanks everybody for saving some stuff. All right. Here are my top posts. Clearly, this one, which seems to be shown in all of them. This one here, 83 likes, 2816. Now, I know since the new algorithm change, I think it was like beginning of the summer and whatnot, where they start to really, triple down on reels and stuff like that, it's been affecting like engagement rates all across the board on Instagram. So I'm really working on seeing what kind of content as a photographer that I'm shooting that gets the most engagement. As you can see, the creative lighting here at November 18th, when I did that, even though it's implied, that helped. But the creative lighting, I got so many comments about the lighting. So it's like, okay, I need to go deeper into that kind of content creation in the studio so I could bring that to my Instagram. So, and then what else is there? And then also the behind the scenes. They like the behind the scenes. If you like that, that's what I'm going to give you more of, because I posted a carousel, only 3 photos of behind the scenes after a photo shoot I took with my cell phone, ended up being the most popular or interacted post the entire week. So that says something right there. I need to pay attention to that and do more of it. Now let's talk about the reels. My reels have been up for 46.7%. That's awesome from the week prior. It's probably why, I mean, the reason why is probably because I posted more. There you go. I got 128 likes total, 18 comments, 5 saves, and 9 shares. Dope. Thank you, everybody who helped with that. Okay. So that's important to kind of see how people are interacting with your reels. Are they doing a lot of comments? So for me, with shares and saves, I'm like, okay, maybe if I made content that's a little bit more informative as well as just cool behind the scenes, maybe they'll save it more because they'll have a reason to save that content. It's information, they come back and refer to it if they like the advice or tip I'm sharing. So so there we go. So as I said earlier, creating a video or reels with me in it, talking, advising, sharing, giving tips, I can maybe increase both of these, the real interactions as well as um, um, post interactions and stuff like that. All right. And there's a top video. That's just what I just did earlier today. So we can move on from there. Okay. So again, that was about accounts reached. That was accounts reach. I mean, counts engaged. Excuse me, counts engaged. So now we're heading over to the last section of your Instagram insights. Okay, that's gonna be your followers. Now let's look at the people who's actually following you and what they look like. Okay, so let's take a look. Boom, bada bing. Here we go. So as you can see, I have 7,231 followers as of today. Um, I'm up 0.1%, okay, versus November 13th. So that was just yesterday. But here's every there we go. So as you can see, here's overall what happened. I gained 5 followers and then I lost, I don't know what I lost. I don't know, 3 or something over here. Okay. I think I lost 3 or something. Well, you could tell right here. Look at that. Overall, I got 8. 27 follows, 19 unfollows. How dare you? So, um, shout out to those following me. Appreciate that. It's helped me out. So you can see the difference here. Boom. At the end of the week, I got 8 more followers. It is what it is. I'm not going to cry about it. Okay. I think if I post more educational content, more me in the video, giving tips, etc., helping you out be a better photographer out there, um, I can help keep retain more of those followers and maybe make it go from 19 to maybe only 10, you know. But it is what it is. At the end of the day, don't cry about it. Just move forward. Now, whoops, let me turn that off. Okay, moving right along. Wait, is there any? No, that's it. That's pretty obvious. That's your growth, right? We all understand what that is. Now look at your top locations when it comes to understanding who exactly your followers are. Okay, city Oakland has been reigning supreme for obvious reasons. I'm in Oakland, and I always tag Oakland photographer, stuff like that. San Francisco, of course. I'm always doing something there, and most of my followers are just right across the bay. So there you go. And then Los Angeles, awesome, solid win because I do want to make sure I have some people out there, that I'm reaching people out there because it's only one afternoon drive away. San Jose, which has consistently been on my map of my demographic of audience for my audience, and then New York at 2%, awesome, because that's where I was born and raised. So there you go, to make sure New York is in the house. Um, Age range. Okay, now let's see how old or young these folks are. Now I have it on all. That's the default, and clearly 25 to 34 is my demographic. Okay, probably because they have why is that? Huh. Maybe because they have more or less the disposable income to get really into photography. Um, I don't know. It is what it is. So there you go. So if you're trying to do TikTok dances and all that trendy hoot nanny, you're wasting your time because my demographic is 25 to 34. They ain't trying to see all that. Okay, 35 to 44 for sure isn't trying to see it because that's me. And 45 to 54 doesn't even want to try to spell the word dance, let alone watch you dance. Okay, so but this lets you know you should be staying away from certain trends. If you see those trends and it doesn't relate to this demographic, you could be really hurting yourself, like big time. Okay, let's move it right along. And here's the beautiful thing too. Look at this. Check this out. You know, you could break it down if you really want to try to increase my female like not only increase but engage more with my female audience. This helps you to really break it down too. Like out of the all, right? Let's look at the women, and now let's look at the men, and you can kind of see. Oh, oh, look at that. Okay. Oh, okay. So more women in the 25 to 35 range, 39% versus 34%. So look at that. That's a fun fact. 5% more women between the ages of 25 and 34. Okay, that's a cool fact. So these are like this is why I like going through it because really sometimes when you it's very easy to assume your audience who your audience is and how they and what they want. But if you really look at the numbers, you can really see like, oh, it's actually between this age. That means they're probably more than likely into this kind of content. Um, Here we go. Let's move right along. Now let's look at gender. Okay, they have it broken down into two. Don't get mad at me, non-binary folks. It's just two. It is what it is. Gender of your followers. Boom. Okay. Rudimentary breakdown, obviously. 54.2% men and 45.7% women. What does that tell me? It's almost split right down the middle, quite honestly. Matter of fact, I'm going to treat it as such because a 5% difference is not a whole lot. Therefore, I need to be making content that is welcoming to men, women, and everybody in between. Okay. Because they are actually engaged or checking my stuff out. They find it valuable. So I need to keep that in mind. I can't just make content that's specifically attracted or attractive and receptive to just men. And there, ergo, my captions, my language, etc. Can't do that because I would be literally discarding half of my audience, and vice versa. Okay, I can't assume if I post gear content, that's for the guys. Clearly not, because it's 45.7% are women that are enjoying my content. These are important things when it comes to, for me to know and for you to know. So when you're about to make more content or pivot and try to make different kind of content, who is it you're creating it for so you don't miss the mark? All right, let's move right along. Oh, last part. Most active times. Ooh, I love this one. Now, it's not as accurate as it looks, right? It will fool you. You would think this thing is spot on. It's not, okay? But it does help a lot. So let's look at today. Clearly, there's hours. So it will break down from 12 a.m., 3 a.m., and this is 3 hour increments, right? So it's like 11, 12, 1, oh, excuse me, 12, 1, 2, oh yeah. So 11, 12, and 1, and then 2, 3, and 4 a.m., and then 5, 6, and 7 a.m. blocks. So it's 3 hour blocks, okay? Now, with that said, let's go tap. If you tap on the graph, these numbers will pop up, which are roughly the accounts that follow you are active during those time periods. Okay, that can be super helpful. Obviously, but at least give you a gauge. Like so, looking at these numbers on Monday, I want to post somewhere. Okay, like okay, so it looks like 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock. A lot of my followers are up and engaged. Matter of fact, I'm going to say 8 to 1 p.m. because if you look at the 11, 12, the 12 p.m. block, the 11, 12, and 1 p.m., 1,200 or 1,300 of them are on. So for 4 hours consistently, I have the most chance to reach the most amount of my current followers. So if I could do that, post around that time and get something that all those non-followers like, let's say a reel, then that might be the best time to post a reel because the reels have a bigger chance to reach non-followers. And then posting during this time period means I'm going to have the best chance to reach my current followers. So it serves two purposes to post a reel at that particular time. Boom. Now in the evening where it starts to dip, let's say 3 p.m. and the 6 p.m. block, maybe I'll post a post, let's say a picture, behind the scene photo, or something like that. Okay. And then I won't lose the high real estate of the 8 to 1 p.m. time where in which most of my audience, my followers are actually on Instagram or using Instagram. So you could switch. You hit the arrow, and it'll go through the days of the week. And as you can see, the graph moves ever so slightly, right? But roughly, it's about the same. Okay, but they do change. Let me see. We get to Saturday. There we go, and you can see the numbers. And then therefore, if you're posting at 3 a.m., clearly you just wasted your time posting when you only have less than half online on Instagram. So don't be doing that, okay? Unless you're extremely famous and people are just absolutely after you. You want to make sure you're hitting that golden period. That's different for you. What's good for me may not be good for you, but this is just me. It's my personal account, okay? Now let's look at the days. Now we looked at hours of each day. Now let's just look at the days of the week. Well, looks about the same now, doesn't it? Boom. Press the graph and the numbers pop up. Most active times. Okay, so what it's telling me is, according to my followers, every day is about the same, right? 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000, 3,000. It's not even 31 or 3,200. It's 3,000 across the board. So, looking at these two numbers, the most active times of the hours and the most active times of the days of the week, what is it saying? Okay, I'm going to tell you. It's going to say first, you should be posting sometime between 8 and 1 p.m. I'll say 12 to be on the safe side, right? Let's say 12 to 8 p.m. A.m., excuse me. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. to noon, okay? Is important. Every day it seems to be the same, okay? And it's telling me that, look, check it out. Boom. Boom. Same time period every day is the same. So I need to be posting between 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. and then every darn day. How can I say? That's the best time for me to make my most valuable post every day. So even on the weekends, the rule stays the same. That's my golden rule. 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. Monday through Sunday. That's the best time to post. anytime in between that period. If I want the biggest chance to reach my current followers and to my best chance to reach non new followers as well. Okay. Your numbers are going to tell you something completely different, but I'm literally sharing how I interpret these numbers. You do the same when you see yours, and then you determine when the best time for you to post. Now, these aren't written in stone, but it is a very good way to at least gauge. It's a very good rough estimate. Okay. After that, you have the algorithm to deal with. You got all sorts of stuff to deal with. But overall, this gives you a hell of a start in terms of when, at what time, and what days to post. Back in the day, weekends were really bad for me. It was like half 1,200, 1,300, while the rest of the week was a little bit more powerful. So I would really avoid posting on the weekends. Now it seems like you see it right here in front of me. It's the same across the board. So it almost doesn't matter what day I post. It's really the time that I post, the time range. Again, for me, the 8 a.m. to 12 p.m. What else is there? Which I think is kind of natural, really. Quite honestly, that's when people are getting up. The first thing they do is kind of check their Instagram, right? I do, but no, I wake up at 5 a.m. So I'm not gonna post then, but I am getting my post ready. That's for sure. At 5 a.m. get a coffee, start breakfast, etc., etc. All right. Woo! That was a long one, and ironically, I hit right at 1 hour. I didn't think I was gonna be able to do that. I hope going over these the metrics and breaking down Google Instagram Insights helped you out in any way. I want you to experiment with your own account. Check it out. Turn it to it has to be a professional account. What do you call it? The business account for you to gain access to your insights, but you do have them. It's just behind the scenes, and then it help check it out. Experiment with your content. See what works for you best. What your audience is responding to. Which one is getting out there the most, and what days of the week and time of the day that is best for you to post. It's going to really help you. Now, you could take the same science, the same approach, and bring it to Facebook. You could bring it to TikTok. You could bring it to your YouTube as well. So, and as well, if you have actually a company page on LinkedIn too. All this is going to help you because the verbiage and the application is the same. Okay, counts reached is the same, meaning no matter what platform you're on, engagement, impressions, etc. All that stuff is the same terminology, same everything. So if you get halfway good at reading your insights on Instagram, you're going to be very, very well equipped to go understand and interpret your effectiveness by reading your analytics on other social platforms. Okay. This is part of the entire game. This is helping you understand what's effective, what's working, and what's not. That's really the two questions you're asking yourself when you're interpreting all of that data. What works, what does not? It's just that simple. Okay. All right. So, we've made it to the end, alive and unscathed. Okay. So, real quick, as many of you know, I need you to go and press that like button and subscribe. Please do. Okay. It really helps me out. Follow me across social media, Robert Silver Photography, on Facebook, on Instagram, on TikTok. I'm on there. On Twitter, Robert Silver Photog. Okay, feel free. Make sure if you do feel like it, go check out my workshops. All you got to do is head to robertsilverphotography.com. Okay, check them out. Click workshop. Got 2 of them left. And like I said, I only have 2 tickets left to my studio lighting for portraits. You don't want to miss it. 4-hour portrait photography with a gorgeous professional agency signed model. Don't want to miss that. Okay, I'm going to be posting photos tomorrow on my Instagram of the model. So stay tuned. Okay, it's going to be going down. So last but not least, I have a special guest for the next episode of Marketing Monday. You don't want to miss that. She's extremely talented, fashion designer. We're going to be talking about tips and tricks and what fashion designers are looking for when they're working with photographers. And we're going to also be talking about her business and how she's doing. Okay? So, with all that said, I am Robert Silver. And until next time, keep shooting, stay creative. Thank you for watching.